What's something about a recession that people don't truly understand until they experience it? The jobs are just gone. Like, not the jobs you're qualified for and generally work in are gone. That can happen pretty much anytime, but like there are no job openings anywhere. As a result, a lot of migration happens. People move around looking for jobs, or they move places where their money will go further. Showing up to test for a single county job that pays $12 per hour with 500 other people who passed the initial screening. How slow it starts, and then how fast it cascades. In knowledge fields, which is a lot of the USA right now, two groups get really fucked during a recession. Those entering the workforce and those about to exit. The new workers with no experience are outcompeted by those who have experience. An experienced worker is dollar for dollar more effective. The old workers have the most pay and are easy cost-cutting targets because they were a few years from retirement anyway. They also are now needing to use a pension that may be tied up in the market, but aren't yet able to collect Social Security. Those in the middle get a different kind of shit. They only end up doing the work of the other two groups with no raise or advancements in sight. Some people's lives will be ruined and they will never recover, just because they were an unlucky one. They will see no mercy, and always be told it was their own fault, that they lost everything, despite doing everything they were supposed to. How indiscriminate it feels. One person or family can be out of work for an incredibly long time and really suffer while another isn't impacted at all. If you're in the latter category and have empathy, it can lead to pangs of guilt when you're spending money on luxuries like going out or vacation, so some people pull back a bit from that, which worsens the recession. People will argue endlessly for the entirety of the recession whether we are actually still in the recession. The 2008 recession was interesting for me because I was young and poor, but had a ton of older wealthy clients at work. I couldn't believe how many of them went from extreme wealth to losing everything. No amount of money made them untouchable. One of my clients took his own life when he lost everything. I remember being in constant fear that the business I worked for would go under because eventually there was almost no clients coming in. I think you can't grasp the magnitude of fear and loss during that time unless you were old enough to really experience it. Scarcity is not some unifier, in my opinion. It corrupts people and pulls people apart, even people who care for each other. My parents were divorced but had always presented a united front. During the financial crisis, my dad's company went under and that united front completely fell apart. Being fired because they're downsizing, but the CEO gets a $1 million bonus. Go Luigi go. Being poor is exhausting. How ruthless some people will be in taking what they want from others. And how close some communities will become when facing a common adversity. That many people will be brainwashed into blaming everybody for their lot in life except the people actually causing it. People lose their jobs, sure. You expect that, but people lose their homes too. And some of those people have no safety net, nowhere else to go. Those people wind up maybe living in their car, or at a shelter, or worse. And it's because of policy choices by elected officials somewhere. I'm more interested to know what an economic boom is like. Feels like I've seen nothing but recession all my working life.